Okay, getting situated. My fish are dead because my girlfriend died or whatever, got ground up or acid melted or whatever it was. Alright, we're getting back. I'm gonna leave so it's not this dramatic music anymore playing. Okay. So, this is probably the last time we're going to do Mass Effect 2. For now anyways, because I can totally see me doing a few playthroughs of this through streams. It's one of my favorite series, so Mass Effect 2 is probably my most played of the three. I would argue it's one of the it's probably the best of the three. Well, thank you for the follow. So, we're going to finish up some side missions. I had never actually done any side missions after the main mission, and the last time we streamed, I took a couple weeks break from Mass Effect, but last time we streamed Mass Effect... good morning, Brain Tickles. Thank you for joining. Last time we streamed Mass Effect, I did the main mission and made some bad decisions, and so we lost Tali and lost Morden and Zaid or whatever, which I mean, I had never played the DLC before anyways, so I wasn't familiar with him anyways, but we also lost a big chunk of the crew. Because I swear, in the past, I used to always get Legion, do his loyalty mission, and then go do the final thing. And I swear before that was fine, and I wouldn't lose everybody, or lose a big chunk of the crew. But apparently that's not right. But yeah, I also don't remember ever doing the side missions after the fact, and so we are going to see about that. Which means that I can bring Legion around because he's still alive. No new messages. Don't have her to tell me there's no new messages. I wonder if there's any dialogue. I don't think I've ever talked to them after the fact, too. Well, why don't we go talk to Garrus for a second. So yeah, today is just dabbling around, doing anything extra in Mass Effect 2 to make sure that we're completely done with it. And then the next time we stream Mass Effect, we're going to be moving on to Mass Effect 3.
I hope Cerberus can figure out what to do with all that tech. I also hope they don't decide to do something worse than what the Collectors were planning. Watch yourself, Shepard.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, just some simple dialogue about the mission. I swear I had some missions still left that I just said fuck it, that don't seem to be available anymore. Let me have a look at the journal. I'm gonna... These are all done. So we might have to pick up a side mission here or there. Just looking for a list so that we don't have to run around aimlessly. So we did the blood pack base. And the communications relay. Blue sun space. Okay, we didn't do captured mining facility, I think. So let's see if we can do that. Okay. Might be a little bit rusty because I waited a couple weeks to get back to it. So we're looking for the Crescent Nebula. But yeah, I was saying that Mass Effect 2 is my favorite, and I've replayed it like so many times. Usually I'll replay 1 just so that I get the beginning where you create your character and kind of, you know, 1 I don't feel is very exciting. It's not like a super spectacular game, but I like playing through it to start 2 so that you have all that backstory kind of stuff. Okay, do we have enough? Sorry, I'm just double checking a walkthrough telling me where to go so that I know where to get this mission. Okay, that's easy enough. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Anomaly detected.
Here we go. Whoops. Ooh. Element 0.
Unidentified ship detected in orbit. All units report to ready stations for possible anti-invasion protocol. Detected in orbit. All units report to ready stations for possible...
Something on our sensors.
Mercenary activity detected inside a mining facility on planet's surface. Facility confirmed registered to Eldfell Ashland Energy Corporation. Eclipse presence confirmed. Distress beacon powered down at site. Sensors detected multiple spacefaring vessel launches from facility. Alright. So yeah, like I said, we're just gonna have some fun doing some of these. Yeah, they're all gone, which is interesting for me because Tali and Morden are actually 2 of my favorites, and in Mass Effect 3 they also have choices and things that happen in Mass Effect 3 that I find particularly stressful, and so it'll be interesting going in now not having them. Let's do these 2. One second. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Can't see the name on my little screen I have here. Nathan, is that Nathan Stark? Okay. So yeah, I might be a little bit rusty because I took a couple weeks break from playing, but what weapon do I have out? That's fine. I don't know if we're gonna beat what kind of enemies we're facing here. Let's just slap on some cryo ammo for now. Oh, that seems good. Okay. I'm not too concerned about picking up every little thing. Shipping log. Cargo ship Ter Allen docked and received a large shipment of resources en route to a facility in the Dranic system. Ter Allen requested escort for the shipment, claiming pirate activity along the route. Okay.
Concussive shot ready.
Rerouting power to shields.
Make it in there and
Where's... Oh, I guess that's fine. Nothing like a nice, relaxing morning shooting mercs. And I unlocked it and I was just about to just turn around and walk away. I don't know why. Alert, we are under mercenary attack. Escort civilians to crew quarters, then return to the work area to protect the main computer at all costs. Okay. Oh, I can't see the map. Because I'm curious if did I just give myself a shortcut here?
Enemy disabled. Contact.
I want to get that person up there. I can probably get their arm. Nope. Are they already dead? Whatever. Okay.
Target processed.
Because they're not coming. I guess they're already dead. Someone shot them and it just looked like they were still hiding, maybe? Oh no, there they go.
Target eliminated.
Thank you, Legion.
Emergency field engaged. Overblocking kinetic barrier.
Oh. This is, if I shoot from this angle, it's very difficult.
Taking 10.
Concussive shot ready.
Taking 10.
Or if I can get up here and get a better angle at them.
madam.
D-Duff? Playing the first one at the moment. Yeah, the first one, first one, the thing I love most about the first one is the music. I find that, especially that menu song, it's so good. But yeah, I was mentioning, I wouldn't say, like, the first one isn't like a super great game. I definitely like the second one, which we're currently playing, a lot better than the other two. And I liked the first one. The first time I played it, the first one I really liked, and I really got into it, and I didn't understand some of the hate it was getting. Why is this leading me in circles? But then once I played the second one, it's so much better. I haven't played Andromeda, so I can't really say much about that, but from what I've read, Andromeda is not good. Shipping log. Cargo ship Terra Island docked and received a large shipment. Wait, I already got that. Okay, encrypted data. Location of last report from the Terra Island. Decrypting?
Reinforcing shields.
Where are they? Ah. I also, the first one, I like the weapon system a lot better.
Reinforcing shields.
The second one here, you have to pick up ammo, and I really don't like that. I prefer the overheating system that the first one has. Whoops.
Reinforcing shields. Ready for next target. Emergency shot.
And one thing I like about the games in general is the progression of severity.
Power to shield.
Because, I mean, it feels like the severity of your main mission increases with each one. So the first one, you know, I mean, is pretty severe in itself, of course, with what goes on. Don't want to say anything to spoil it for anybody who hasn't maybe played it, but if you're watching this, like, you really should have figured out, like, watched the first one or played the first one. But yeah, this one, it gets even heavier, and the third one is, like, brutally heavy, like, devastatingly heavy. Which is, I think, part of why I haven't played, like, I'm kind of excited to get to the third one, because, like I mentioned, I've played the second one a whole bunch, replayed it a whole bunch. The third one, I've only played a couple times, because it's such a heavy game. Also, it feels like since you carry your character across all the games, the one character, or you can, it feels like it has more weight as you go on because you've put so much work into your character. Am I supposed to go back and... Oh, I guess I was supposed to go back. Yeah, because a lot of the time, like, I'm trying to play games to escape and enjoy myself, which, I mean, I play horror and stuff like that too. The decrypted data is incomplete. Further details are required to trace the Terra Island's location. The data has been sent to Cerberus for further analysis. Alright. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's just, it actually is really emotionally heavy. And that's something I really love about a lot of video games, though, is the ability to, like, really make you emotional. Like, if anyone listening to this has played Gears of War, it has a similar kind of thing where the different games, like, feel like they carry more intensity each time, becoming more and more, like, hopeless feeling. And there's also a specific, like, I used to always play co-op with people when I'd play it, and I'd play as a Dom. And there was, like, one that I won't spoil for people in case they haven't played that one. But there's a scene for Dom that, like, is really emotional. And I full on started, like, crying, and then it immediately puts you into a fight, and I'm like, ugh, like, trying to, like, see through the tears and fight the, I forget what the enemies are called, those alien things. Alright. Do a quick save. Yeah, like, it's a mark of a good game when they can do things like that, where they, like, make you cry. So Mass Effect 3 had a couple scenes. One was with Mordin, because I was trying to do, I believe it was a Renegade playthrough that does it, where you fight with Mordin, and you're, like, yelling back and forth at each other, and that was another one where I was, like, straight up just crying as I was doing it. I'm like, oh, because I love Mordin. Alright, so I think, wait, that might have given us mail? I don't know, whoop. Unread messages? No. Okay, so that might have given us, no. There's supposed to be more data for us to find, so I would have thought that gate would have just given us the next mission. But I guess we have to go find it. Yeah. Having to develop the relationships, having to figure out allies while also navigating the nuances of what that means, like needing to build these allies, which is why I'm excited, because, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream too, Tali and Mordin are now dead, and those were the two heaviest scenes for me for Mass Effect 3. So I guess no sad drunk Tali in the third one this time for me. Okay, let me just look real quick where the next... Yeah, we're going to be starting... I'm not too sure if I'm going to right away be doing Sunday morning again next week, but Sunday morning has been the ongoing day where I've been doing Mass Effect. We'll probably do that. But the next time I'm playing Mass Effect, we're jumping into Mass Effect 3. So today's just running around doing a couple little missions and saying goodbye to Mass Effect 2 before we jump into Mass Effect 3. Just double checking. It made it sound like there was more, like, it was one of the ones that has multiple missions in a row, but I guess not. So we did that. So... Endangered Research Station. Hold on. Let's... Don't think we've done that one either. So where are we going for that one? Austin Rift. Right, we have to get back to the mass relay. Might as well gas up. Local cluster. Oh, yep, that's where we're going. Okay,
I have detected an anomaly.
perfect.
Magnetic shielding failure detected. Catastrophic solar radiation exposure probable. Magnetic shielding failure detected. Catastrophic
launched.
solar radiation exposure.
Something on our sensors.
Planetary scans indicate that the Sinmara colony is vulnerable to its sun's hazardous solar flares. Malfunction detected in colony's magnetic shield. Shield must be reactivated to avoid exposing colony to unstable solar activity and potential annihilation. So, I too have a crush on Tally. I guess not anymore. She's dead in this playthrough. But Liara is my girlfriend in this. And then Garrus. I've romanced Garrus in the past. He's usually, if I don't do Liara, then Garrus is usually my choice. And you didn't made me think with your mom's name is Jorah. Made me think of I don't know if you watch Parks and Rec. And Ron Swanson has two ex-wives named Tammy, and I believe his mother's also named Tammy, which was funny. And the space visuals are amazing in this game. I love how they do space. I also actually really find the mining of different planets really relaxing. What am I doing here? Because it didn't have me pick a team. There were times when I had done playthroughs of this when I was like going through stressful times in my everyday life, and like just sitting down and flying through space, mining the planets, even going into the captain's cabin and just listening to the radio where you can actually choose the menu music from the first game, I believe, or something that sounds like it anyways. What is this doing? Maybe I should focus on what I'm doing. Activate cooling unit. Okay. Oh. Shield generator. Activate. Control switch. Shield bypass. Okay. I'm not sure. So that just got me up here. This seems to be some sort of puzzle. Maybe. Or I'm just too tired to figure this out. We activated the cooling. Oh. That does... Okay. So shouldn't that, if I have this highlighted, this should work? Shield cannot be activated because the generator is offline. That's generator. Okay, I get it. Maybe? Shield generator working at full capacity. And then now I think we switch it to there. Whoops. Okay. I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on, but apparently I finished the mission. Alright. Let's try another one. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. That didn't unlock anything. Well, I gotta look at this to see what we've done. Okay. Did that one. We did the imminent ship crash, right? Yeah. I think I heard someone give me a follow. Thank you for the follow. Missiles launched. Mining the canyon. Yeah, I don't think we did that one. Okay. Oops. I think this... Okay. Wonder if we have enough to do this. I have never run out of gas before going between the... So I don't know what happens. I'm kind of curious.
Anomaly detected.
Because I've always, like, obsessively made sure I had enough gas. Or fuel or whatever.
There's a piece of crap back on this planet's surface. If you think
I just want those materials. I don't know why, because we're at the end of the game.
welcome to it. Repeat, there's a piece of crap back on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it. Welcome to it. Repeat, there's a piece of crap back on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it. Welcome to
What an interesting signal.
it.
Alright.
Crap back on this planet's surface.
Probe
If
launch.
you think you can get it to work,
Something on our sensors.
Like a Kijiji ad. Surface scans detect one YMIR heavy mech signature matching an unknown, possibly pirate registration. Mech appears to be disabled, but broadcasting a looping message. Message does not appear to be a distress signal. Resource scans indicate large quantities of mineral resources available, but obscured behind walls of dense stone. Feels like one of those missions that's meant to give me a bunch of materials, but we're still gonna do it.
I'm detecting a large supply of resources buried deep within the canyon walls. Heavy explosives will be required to excavate them.
Okay. I mean, it says activate, and I feel like that might be a bad idea. I paid Harriet good money for this useless heap of signal error. Detected serious caches of resources here on this planet, but memory leak detected. Alright, I said. Sure, the thing leaks fuel like a Volus after a mug of Rincol, or I don't know how to pronounce that, but I can deal with that. So I took off and laid out a trail of power cells leading from where I unloaded the mech to bad package release restart. So I could at least get the thing moving, and now illegal fault detected. Won't even move. Damn that swindling Elcor. We're familiar with him. He's on Omega. Okay, so I guess we're supposed to be trying to get the mech to blow apart the stuff for us so that we can get... This seems... but like just activating seems too easy. Well, let's just do it. Piece of signal error. Restore me. Ugh. This always gets me because I have awful memory. Like, I have no short-term memory, so, doing these kill me. Okay. Oh, now we need to find another power cell, and we need to keep doing that until... Oh wait, we have a power cell. Insert? Okay. Thought we already put it in. There we go.
Target locked.
Cool. He's a little stumbly there. He's a stumbly boy. I don't... Wait. Is he... What is he... What's he doing? That seems unnecessary. Okay. So, we should be able to find another power cell around here. I don't want to go too far ahead, because I would assume it would be relatively close. There we go. Here you go, buddy. I mean, considering that he does like have firepower and he can move, you just have to like put a lot of power cells in him. I wouldn't say he's completely useless. He just needs a little bit of love. Do I have any more? No. Like obviously based on how much you paid for him. Like if you just got him super, super, super cheap.
Target, negative Z-axis.
Let's just kind of...
Rerouting power to shields.
I don't like having to shoot the puppies. Okay. So I thought it was saying there was one near him. Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the next one's just behind where those VIII were. Come on. That's a good boy. He likes walking backwards. Where's he going? Wait. Let's do it too. Yeah. Looks like he's sliding down. Starting your day with spicy ramen and diet root beer, being an adult rocks every now and then. Yeah. There's been times where I've had like, you know, trying to think off the top of my head, just like whatever I want for breakfast. Although I have reached a point where I do need to actually pay attention and have healthy stuff, but... Oh no! Probably shouldn't have stood right next to him while he was blowing up, but I was too upset that his arms were blowing off. It's like, no! Okay. I'm trying to remember, there's something I was eating the other day. I was with someone and I mentioned, because I think it was my breakfast too, and whoever I was eating it with, I was just like, you know, this is what being an adult is about. I can't even remember what it was. Used to be that French fries was one of my favorite things. I'd be like, you know what? I can have French fries with my breakfast. Nobody's fucking stopping me. Okay. I don't remember if I just saved, so we're saving. Okay. Let's see what the next N7 mission is. We might not have done. Oh. Yeah, that one doesn't look familiar. I don't think we have that. Nope. I'm just gonna double check we have, because there's only 4 N7 missions left we have that we possibly haven't done, so I'm gonna check for all of them real quick. So we did that one. Quarian crash site. I don't remember doing a Quarian crash site. Yeah, so that one. Strontium mule. So, okay, yeah, so We have 3 more N7 related side missions that we can do. Where do we go for this next one? Okay. Where is... Oh, there we go. So I'm curious, I might, before we end the stream, if I remember, I might try to just like fly out, like save and then just fly out and see what happens when I run out of gas. I assume maybe it just does a game over or something. Like I have to restart. Because I've never done that. Let's go to the Hourglass Nebula.
Detected an anomaly.
Registered or record damaged. Nature of incident is not recorded. Assistance is requested. General distress. User unregistered or record damaged. Nature of incident is not recorded. Assistance is requested. General distress. User unregistered or
Launching
record
probe.
damaged.
Scans have found something.
Alliance hotspot detected. Alliance sources request that all ships keep watch for signs of the missing freighter MSV Estevanico, lost 1 year ago in the sector. Any data recovered that sheds light on its fate will be rewarded. Surface scans indicate the presence of a large shipwreck. Signature bears similarities to that of the Alliance merchant freighter that we're talking about. I'm not repeating that. Structural integrity is critical. Life support is damaged but capable of sustaining a skeleton crew. Recommend extreme caution. Yeah, doing stuff at the beginning of a day as self-care can, I find, really improve a day. So, you know, sometimes just having that treat that you're craving for breakfast instead of worrying about, like, oh, I have to try and have something healthy and filled with protein or whatever, can actually really boost your mood for the day.
It is likely that searching the records will provide information about the Estevanico's final hours.
Shit.
Warning. Disturbing the wreck could cause it to become unbalanced and fall over the cliff's edge.
Okay. But yeah, speaking of starting my day off, I know I've mentioned before about my non-existence that I do. I haven't actually done it in a little bit, and I should really, because I discovered that it actually does make me more efficient. So when I first wake up, I'll set an alarm for 45 minutes, and I won't touch my phone, I won't worry about anything, like any work I have to do, anything like that. I just literally spend 45 minutes. I can lay there and stare at the wall if I want. I can watch something on YouTube maybe. I like playing Pocket Camp on my phone. There we go. Like, where does it want me to go? Because that's just a cute little lighthearted game with no actual interaction. If I'm going to play like a app game or something, I make sure it's one where people can't actually communicate with me because I don't want to talk to people in the morning. Okay. Pocket Camp. Animal Crossing. Can I walk across that? No. It used to be a free app. And I actually spent a really long time putting together clips because I was going to do a video about how it was a great game for mental health. Because you could just... It was free and you could run around and just take part in these really easy little games, and like I mentioned, nobody can actually talk to you. They can just send you like nice little stickers and stuff like that. But they were coming to an end of supporting it. But what they did do is they released it as Pocket Camp Complete. And when they released it like that, it costs... I think the price might have gone up now because it was like $12 Canadian to get it, and now I think it's like 25. But it has everything in it, and there's no microtransactions or anything, so I'd still recommend it if it's something that somebody can afford. But I really wanted to be able to recommend games that were free for people because, I mean... Everybody's struggling nowadays, and there's definitely better things to be spending your money on. Where the fuck does it want me to go? It's creaking noises. Something behind here? No. And thank you for the follow. Someone gave me a follow. Well, there's no way to jump. So, although, like, come on, I should be able to jump that or walk across this, you would think. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking I need to actually maybe get over to that one from there somehow. That doesn't seem to have any connecting parts. Connects there. I'm gonna go up here, just get a better vantage point to look around at all of these. Because that looks like something I can... Yeah, that's definitely something to walk across too. But I'm guessing I have to get up there. And then across. Must be something I can move. Yeah, in games like this that restrict me and make it so I can't jump down off of things, I'm so used to Skyrim and other Elder Scrolls games where When I get stuck on a puzzle like this, I can just say fuck it and jump from somewhere and land where I want to go. That's gotta be... It must be something, because it's, it lets me get to these points. Yeah, that's the scaling mountains that you clearly aren't supposed to go up, and you're like struggling against it, just fighting for the areas that the engine will let you actually climb. That too, because my whole thing is like the map. I won't want to walk all the way around a mountain. Okay, this is... There's gotta be something. What am I missing here? Is anybody seeing anything that I'm missing? Just thinking maybe there'd be something it wants me to push, or... Of the Elder Scrolls games, though, my most played ones are... well, I played Elder Scrolls Online. I'm playing a lot of lately, the past few years, and Oblivion. I've played a lot of Oblivion. This is insane. And of course, it's one of the missions where it doesn't actually give me the objective pointer. Not that I think it would be very useful in like a maze-like area like this. Right, just 1 second. Bear with me, everybody. Okay. I think I understand. So we saw stuff falling when I was up here. Can we make more fall and make stuff fall into where we need it? So there was a gap just down there. It said loose tiles. Where did it say loose tiles? Whoops, I accidentally pulled out my gun. That's fine. I don't think I remember how to put it away. Wait. Can I shoot down the loose tiles? That's my solution to everything. Shoot at it. Maybe the sluice tiles are under me? Oh, there we go. I see. Can I just... That... I don't think that helped me as much as I wanted it to. Maybe it did. Okay, let's run down and see. Yeah, I'm not liking the creaking metal so much. It's also, it vibrates every time it creaks, the controller. Okay. Come on. You can get up on that. What are you talking about? Oh, Jesus. Okay. That doesn't make sense why I wouldn't be able to jump onto this. And I'm pretty sure it's where we need to go. Is it not? Yeah, like, I like creative gameplay, but when it's like, hey, we're gonna, like, make this really uncomfortable and, make you have to think outside the box and whatnot. I don't understand why I can't get up on this, because this is lower than things I have actually jumped up on before. Which has me thinking that maybe I am supposed... There we go. It actually worked this time. You all saw it. It wasn't working. Hello, drink sling. Yeah. Yeah, I should have figured to shoot at it. I didn't even notice the one, like, hanging at the side, and then I'm like, do I just walk on these and they fall? Okay, so now where do we go? Over here? Can I walk on that? Aw, I wanted to walk on that. It's fine. I've seen, I enjoy seeing those, like, reels and stuff of people pointing out some of the English words that they don't make sense how they're pronounced. Or the words used in English, I should say, because a lot of the words aren't actually based, like, they're taken from other languages and used within English, but... Okay. this way? I could do without that. That whole shaking and then stumbling back. Okay. Alright. Getting there. This seems perfectly safe. Yeah, see, perfectly safe. Perfectly fine. We made it. Okay. I was looking away for a second and then realized I wasn't. I'm like, I'm not going up the stairs. So I guess I probably need to drop another panel somewhere. Doesn't seem to be any around there, though. Okay. Or... wait. There we go. This is all perfectly fine. I think that's the main thing I'm coming for, but I want to look up here for a second. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, some kind of weight pendulum thing would have been interesting. Mechanic, like you said. Weight pendulum mechanic. So, like, also my question is, they were able to pick me up from where I needed to go. Why didn't they drop me there? Why did they make me navigate the whole... Anyways. Yes, for plot. Imagine if that just happened to you in real life. You know, people just dropping you places that'll make it significantly more difficult for you to accomplish what you need, and they just yell, "It's for plot reasons," as they abandon you there. Need to make sure there's a good story. Okay. I don't think we've done this one. This next one, I can't remember if I saved. Just constant saving. Okay, so now we go to Omega Nebula. Where's the mass relay? There we go. And we need to go to... actually, where was it I need to go to? No. No. Wait a minute. Or was it a planet here? No? Okay. Oh, no, wait. I was looking for the wrong name, so... Okay, so I think it was over here when I think I did see it. Yeah, okay. Well, we have been that way. It says I saw the planets there. Let me double check. Because how would I have missed that mission? Oh yeah, we did do that. Okay, so... So I guess there's one last N7 mission. Good thing I didn't waste the gas. Go back in there. Hades Nexus. Where's that? Oh, there it is. So we gotta go to Shoal. Alright. Jesus is tiny here.
Anomaly detected.
Okay.
Repeat, this is Lieutenant Forzan von Idina, pilot of the scout ship VIII. Request immediate assistance. Repeat, this is Lieutenant Forzan von Idina, pilot of the scout ship VIII. Request immediate assistance. Repeat, this is Lieutenant Forzan von Idina.
Scans have found something.
Anomaly detected. Surface scans show evidence of a shipwreck meeting Quarian design specifications. Identity of ship unknown. A number of life signs detected in vicinity uncertain. Local wildlife may interfere with accuracy of biological scan. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, we already did the main mission. Today is just, doing a few side missions, kind of saying goodbye to Mass Effect 2, because it's my favorite of the three. So that next time I can just jump right into Mass Effect 3.
I am detecting a single Quarian life sign in your location. Judging by the suit's erratic readings, the Quarian is badly injured. I am also detecting multiple native life signs near your landing site.
We managed to escape the Geth's notice thanks to some clever work in silencing Cyniad's engines, but the strain on the old ship was too much. The best we can hope for is to find a friendly spot somewhere in the Shoal system. Our reports show that that isn't extremely likely. We are nervous scouting this close to the Perseus Veil, and we're right to be. Yeah. At this point, I'm afraid we might never see the fleet again. With everything the Cyniad has been through, it seems like an ignoble end. The first few hours, the landing was rough, but we managed to salvage from the wreckage the things we'd need to survive. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Commander Gorlat didn't make it, leaving me the senior officer in charge. We've scouted the landscape and found the planet to be extremely hostile. We don't dare remove our environment suits here. We're all hoping to be rescued before there's any danger of exposure. Missing survivors. I don't know who or what is taking them, but we've now lost more than half the crew who survived the crash. We hoped to build a camp here to survive until the Idena found our beacon, but something is hunting us. I have to keep the crew together the best I can. We will send out a search party when the day comes. I, I will find my crew and we will do whatever it takes to return to the Idena. Yeah, I've never had Tally or Morden die before. Usually I actually get the perfect playthrough where nobody dies. Yeah, we lost half the crew. We lost Kelly. We lost Tally. We lost Morden. We lost Zaid, which wasn't a big loss to me because I've never played the DLC before, so I didn't really care about him. And the DLC characters seem to be kind of just slapped in and not as deep as the other ones anyways. And yeah, the very model of a scientist Solarian. That is my favorite part when he sings that. Speaking of dead Quarians.
The Quarian life signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Okay.
Incoming hostiles.
What has everybody got equipped?
On it. Emergency shields engaged.
Actually,
Target contact threat neutralized. I'll strike them down.
motherfucker.
We need to leave.
Oops. They're so zigzaggy.
Target eliminated.
Alright. Yeah, Morden's one of my favorites. So it sucks. Tally and Morden are actually some of my favorites.
You've done us a great service. Expect you to run again.
So it sucks that I'll be moving on without them. But also at the same time, as I've mentioned a couple times today, Tally and Morden, for me, are the most emotional decisions you have to make. Some of the most emotional decisions for me in Mass Effect 3. So it'll be interesting to see those things play out without them. Okay, so we did those. I believe that is all the N7 quests. I actually think that might have been all of the quests. But so we did all the Ilium ones. I believe we did all the Citadel ones. We did everything for the Normandy. Pretty sure we did all the Omega ones. I'll double check. Yeah. I actually thought we had more side missions that we didn't do. I'm gonna double check the list of N7 side quests. Wrecked merchant freighter. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go look at some of my favorite places. I would say let me just start up Mass Effect 3, but I know that with the time I have left this morning, I wouldn't really be able to start it up properly, so I'm also curious because I haven't actually checked before if any dialogue anywhere changes after you've finished the last mission. Bring Grunt. Oops. I'm just like, I still want to shoot more things.
Solarians, too. Those little bastards that get so smart. Enough to fight the rest.
I checked the side mission list. Because I looked up a list to make it easier to find them all, and we have found them all.
The Krogan chose to bomb their own world into this condition. The creators were not so aggressive during the Morning War.
I don't expect a machine to understand. Or any alien.
We stated historical facts. Perspective cannot alter them.
Put down some real money, human.
Okay. So, we can bet. Let's start it by... placing a bet on him. Well, fuck.
Put down some real money.
Okay. Let's try it. Let's bet on one of these ones, so... Good boy.
Put down some real money, human.
Let's do one more. Let's try betting on this one again. I mean, seems to consistently lose, but still, let's see. Yeah. Good job. Alright. I'm curious if Rex has different dialogue.
You just can't help making trouble. No one has killed a Maw since my turn in the right. Next you'll tell me he's a Quint and crap's dark matter. Guess that's what it takes to replace me.
Did we never talk to him after Grunt's thing he did?
You are Erdnot Grunt. Welcome.
Sounds like you've got big changes ahead for the Krogan.
We're making a neutral ground where all clans can share resources and fertile females. It's a new day for the Krogan. We shall rise again.
Surprised that's the first good boy you've heard. I think I've said a couple today.
How do you maintain security with so many different clans in one place?
Any clan willing to send in hostages can come in. No fighting inside the camp. Each clan punishes its own criminals. We stop conflicts before anyone dies. Then we present a simple choice. Pay a fine and deal with your problems, or your clan is no longer welcome.
That doesn't sound very harsh by Krogan standards.
Allies from other clans like what I'm doing. They help deal with skeptics. Many are eager for an outlet. Every time I've declared a clan unwelcome, my allies have destroyed them. Word gets around.
This sounds ambitious. How's it gone so far?
Better than I'd feared. Worse than I'd hoped. I've got a few clans, but too many are turning their backs on us entirely.
Sounds like you're not making friends.
Traditionalists like Uvenk are chained Varen, always fighting, guarding their pathetic stick in the ground. When the smoke clears, I can plant the flag on their corpses and rally the rest around a new Krogan hub.
Sounds like you're counting on a lot of bloodshed even after you unite.
It will be slow, but I won't change what we are. Krogan are judged by the strength of our enemies. Our worst insult is to say someone's not worth killing.
What's so important about maintaining individual clans?
Every clan has different customs, rites of passage, rules of behavior, battle songs, all unique. That diversity makes us great. No clan, not even mine, was meant to survive on its own.
Erdnot is the leading clan. Doesn't that make your culture primary?
For now. But every clan has its unique assets. The best tacticians are Erdnot. Chorgal has the longest breeding line. Gatatog holds the oldest settlement. Others have their own strengths. We keep going how we are. The clans will end up as craters under nuclear haze. Even Erdnot. We need to rethink. Restart.
I need to go. We'll go over this another time.
Hunt well, Shepard.
That was a weird way to say goodbye. He's just talking about how he's running things. Okay, so I think we will go... Maybe we'll go see how Liara's doing. Or, you know what, I'm curious. We're gonna go to Omega, and we're gonna go talk to Arya. Because again, I'm curious if there's any, there doesn't seem to be any new dialogue with anybody, but, I'm curious. Also, I like Omega. And I really like Ilium, too. The look of Ilium. And I liked the DLC with the mission with Liara, going to her apartment and everything. The apartment and the view was absolutely beautiful, and it's a place I would have loved to live. Or would love to live, or I don't know. Let's bring Garrus. Yeah, right? Like, nobody seems... I thought maybe, like, people would be like, wow, that was crazy what you did, and instead they're all like, what's up? What's new? And I'd never gone around and checked before if anybody said anything new. Yeah, it's just Shepard doing her thing, just normal, everyday stuff.
What do you need?
Yeah, nothing new. I was curious also because I brought Garrus with me, and I don't think I've ever brought Garrus to talk to her, and I thought that would possibly have an interesting interaction, but not.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Hey.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
And I know I killed that bartender downstairs.
Nothing to see here.
You can sit at... Is it this bar? No, that's a different bar. Where you can sit and watch the dancers. If I remember correctly, I think you can drink too much and pass out. Let's see what 2 drinks. I think 2 drinks is okay. Well, you know what? Let's see. Or maybe I have to do it back to back, I don't know. Or maybe it was 3 drinks to get tipsy? There we go.
The Shepard Memorial on Akuz is expected to open next year, once the area is declared safe for visitors. Admiral Stephen Hackett will preside.
I got a mate and a ship. I only brought one of them with me to Omega.
What a lame dance. I mean, look at all the energy the other dancers have, and I'm just wiggling. Although that is kind of closer to what I dance like in real life anyways. Also, I would imagine the armor makes it a little bit difficult to dance particularly enthusiastically, or with. I can't speak today. The way that Shepard just like stares to the point of like her head moving with the dancer. Oh, I don't remember tipping. I was about to say, you should be able to tip. Usually the sit forward kind of changes the camera slightly. Or I thought it did. Or maybe I do remember being able to tip. Keep tipping her. She deserves it. She's hard working. Ah, that might be what I'm thinking of. I'd love to cosplay as an Asari. Anyways, with that, we've had some drinks and watched some dancers. Now off to see my girlfriend. Did that just say there was a thing to talk to Legion, or... No, okay. We're good. Okay. Yeah, just sit back and enjoy the view. Yeah, no, if I start Mass Effect 3, that's going to be at least like 3 hours of me focusing on that game before wanting to end for the day, so. And I actually have to go relatively soon. So we're going to go to the Shadow Broker base and look around there, talk to Liara, see if there's maybe different dialogue with her.
Let me in.
And then that'll be it for today. And then, yeah, next week we're going to start Mass Effect 3. Usually my Sunday morning streams, I start at about 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'll probably be then, unless I have other stuff that comes up that I have to do. Wait, do I have, yeah, okay. Just taking in and enjoying the beauty that is Mass Effect 2 before we move on to Mass Effect 3. Wait. Yeah. Wait, I got a ship for my model ship collection? Oh, that music. Now I want to see my model ship collection, though. Okay, we're gonna go look at the model ship collection, then come back and talk to Liara, because it said that I got a ship. Look at those. What is this bubble thing that I have? I don't know what the bubble thing is. I wish there was an easier way to look at these ships. The reflection on the glass makes it a little difficult to admire them. Yeah, nice. I got all of them by the looks of it. And, of course, we have the space hamster. Which is adorable and also very clearly is someone saying squeak instead of an actual squeak. Okay, well, that's the bathroom. Alright. I do like that they actually put a bathroom in there, because that always stands out to me when I play games, and I'm just like, there's no bathroom or kitchen, and it just seems to be just like just regular rooms with no, like, way to make it actually, like, livable for people. Because it kind of takes you out a little bit. Why did it say that again? Okay. The way she turns around.
Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by.
No actual talk. Okay. Your little drone there is like right up my ass.
Thanks for coming by.
Oh yeah.
The salvage team has recovered the remains of your Omega-4 relay probes.
Music's a little loud in here. Nah.
Copper ore is up 3%. I've sold your stock before tomorrow's market crash.
I knew the alien probing thing was based in reality. Yeah, right? Alright, I want to go look at those cameras. I assume the video archive or whatever. I assume there's nothing new.
Aria Talok, Omega.
I think we've seen most of these.
Emily Wong, Citadel. Fred Mazai, Citadel. Donnell Udina, Citadel. Armando Bailey, Citadel. David Anderson, Citadel.
Why is he in a firefight on the Sigil right now? Or is that old, I guess? I don't know. When was that, though?
Praetor Gavorn. Omega. Kalisa bint Sinan al-Jilani. Citadel.
Seems a little creepy to be recording them while they're making out. Oh no, is that a trapped keeper?
Matriarch Atheta. Ilium. Erdnot Torsk. Tuchanka. Elias Kellum. Citadel. Miranda Lawson and Jacob Taylor. Lazarus Research Station. Ship now defunct.
Ah.
Geth Platform number 2A93, alias Legion. Deactivated Reaper, Thorn System. Garrus Vicarian, Omega. Arya T'Loak.
Okay,
Omega.
then we're back to the beginning. Yeah, so they're different from last time. That's interesting. I like this Shadow Broker base as the DLC. It's, in general, out of all of the DLC for Mass Effect 2, my favorite. I think there was another one that I said was my favorite too, and I can't remember which one, but definitely the Liara stuff. The mission at her apartment, which, like I said, is absolutely beautiful. Delivery pickup. And the fact there's like a Twin Peaks Easter egg. Ooh.
I've got next year's code enhancements for the Elcor kinetic language processing ready for download.
No new shipments. There's that little Twin Peaks Easter egg for people who love Twin Peaks, which is just like on a TV somewhere. There's like a video playing, and for a second it shows the room with that black and white flooring, zigzag flooring, and the red walls, the red curtain walls. And the fact that when you do the Shadow Broker stuff, you end up with this Shadow Broker base that you share with your girlfriend, if you chose her as your romantic interest. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite of the DLC. Some of the other DLC was very disappointing. A lot of it mostly because it seemed to be... I'd like you to stop talking, Infodrone. Thank you. A lot of the DLC seemed to be kind of half-assed. I actually have a clip of one of the ones where my biggest complaint was there was dead bodies everywhere, which is fine. It's cool. And of course, like, some of the bodies repeat, which happens, right? Reuse assets and everything. But, Like this exact same body, the exact same dude in the exact same position, was back to back multiple times. Instead of like being spread out, and they had other bodies. That's what was annoying about it, is when you first walked in, there was like a decent little variety of different dead bodies lying around. There was
16 Quarians returning, and 5 leaving the flotilla today. 2 are embarking on pilgrimage.
like I think there had to be at least like 7 or 8 different like types of bodies that were on the ground, and they were like, some were like a bald guy and some were, a brunette woman, and they were in different positions. And then all of a sudden they just decided to repeat the same like 2 bodies. And just, and then even repeating the same 2 bodies in the same positions, they eventually were just repeating the 1 body, and they were like really close to each other too. And then on top of that, it was bumping into a bunch of glitches and problems, and there was also the fact that I did one mission.
No more news of Liara Tassoni's movements on Ilium.
One mission I did before I was supposed to, because I started flying around that new ship, that new little ship on a planet, and it gave me no instructions on how to fly it or use it or do anything with it, and I didn't know why. And then I went and did, I think it was the Firewalker mission after that, and that's when you're introduced to the ship and told how to fly it. And I'm like, well, that was annoying, because most of the Mass Effect missions, one thing I love about Mass Effect is that it's set in a way that, I want the drone to leave me alone. It's set in a way that the, no. That you can do the missions in like whatever order you really want to do them in. And it felt like the DLC, they just kind of added with like intentions of you doing them in a very specific order without actually giving you information on what order you should be doing them in. Which I didn't like. So the DLC could have been better, but like I said, the Shadow Broker DLC was the best. So anyways, I think that why were you like peeking around the corner and then you still followed me? This thing follows me too closely. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, I think. And then, so next week is gonna be the start of Mass Effect 3. And, thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you for chatting as well, Brain Tickles and, Drink a
Your
Sling.
agents have finished installing quantum entanglement equipment on Armalite.
And who else was chatting? Nathan Stark. Thank you everybody for joining me. Tomorrow evening is Mental Health Monday, so it will be Stardew Valley with crowd control so people can help out on the farm. And I got to double check with Flo Seal to see if she's going to be joining in. And because Faye have been joining in on the Stardew Valley evenings, so that'll be at 9. No, wait. Maybe 9. It might be a little bit earlier. We'll see. Yeah, I'm glad you actually got to stick around, Brain Tickles, because lately you've been like,
Advisor has sent you a birthday card.
lately you've been just like catching the end of streams or like popping in because I've just been starting them, and you've had to like go elsewhere. So yeah, so Stardew Valley tomorrow. Wednesday is Divinity Original Sin. Thursday is The Witcher 2. And then Saturday morning is always Saturday morning cartoons. So thank you again, everybody. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next stream. Don't forget to give me a follow. Bye.